Hi everyone, Rodney Smith here from Watch It Played. You might have seen the video that I shared of these wonderfully painted Infinity miniatures that I received from Cole Fisher of Peninsula Painting Services. They truly are fantastic, I adore them, but it's created a little bit of a problem because I need to find a way to store these things. I'm super nervous about them getting broken or chipped. Also, I plan to travel with some of them this year, so I want to arrive at my destination with some beautifully painted miniatures, not a bunch of beautifully painted bits and pieces. So I went online to see if I could find some kind of storage solution. I came across a company called Feldherr, and they create a variety of foam products for exactly this purpose. So I contacted them to see if they'd be willing to send me some samples, and they really came through. I mean, seriously, this is a lot of foam. So in gratitude for their generosity, I thought I would shoot this little video, show you some of their different storage solutions in case you're also interested in finding some products for your gaming bits and pieces. But let me just clear some of this away and I'll show you a couple of the choices. We're going to look at some different containers, but let's start with the foam. There's different thicknesses you can get, but also there's different cutouts. You can even get specific pre-cut foam based on a particular miniature set. For example, Feldherr offers a pre-cut for the Warhammer Island of Blood box set. But for myself, I wanted generic pre-cut foam that you can put pretty much anything in. So this is a 1-inch thickness foam here and has several pre-cut slots into it, and then you can just slide your miniatures into the spaces like so. One of the nice things about the size of these openings is that while it's big enough to fit your miniature, it's small enough that it snugly grips the edges of your miniature's base, so that the miniature itself isn't going to be shifting around a lot while you're transporting it. Now, as you can imagine, black foam on black tablecloth is a pretty terrible combination, so I got out a Watch It Played t-shirt to give me a hand. The next size I have here is 1.5 inches. Now, this is obviously a little thicker, but also the openings are a little bit bigger. But the nice thing about this size is you have a couple of options. Of course, you can fit bigger miniatures in here, but depending on the height of your miniatures, you can even place them in here standing upright. So depending on how you plan to transport them, this might be a better configuration. Now, this foam that I've been showing you actually comes like this. It looks like it's all filled in, but it's been perforated. You just punch out the openings like so until they're all punched out, and then on the back there's this peel-away adhesive. And then you get this thinner piece of foam that you stick to the bottom of the foam like so to create your complete foam package for you to put your miniatures into. Now, this is all well and good, but you're saying to yourself, Rodney, I've got these larger, oddly shaped miniatures. Now what am I going to do? Well, of course you can get thicker foam, but this particular foam allows you to customize the size and shape of the opening that you want for your miniature. If you notice on the back here, this foam has been pre-cut into a variety of smaller squares. You just pluck out the squares that you want to create the opening that you need. Here's an example of some foam I was working on for my Dust Warfare walkers. And to show you just how easy it is, you flip over the foam, place your miniature over the space that you want to cut out. Now, I already actually cut this section out, but this allows me to see which squares I need to remove. Then you just dig your hands in between the foam. All this foam is actually connected so it stays together. That's important because, of course, you're not taking out all the foam, and the foam you leave behind, you want to stay as one cohesive unit. But it will break if you just dig your fingers through it like I've been doing here. Once you've gone all the way around the area you want, you just pull it out. And there you go. I now have an opening that fits this walker, no problem. And even something like this that's a little more complicated, the walker just slides in like so. So when you're all done, then you just peel the adhesive off the back. You get one of these thin strips of foam that comes with your foam. Line it up nicely. Put some pressure on it. Push it down like so. And there you go, you're all set. Now, this is of course a thicker customizable piece of foam, but you can also get it in the thinner sizes as well. Let's say with some of my Infinity miniatures that have some pretty delicate pieces, if I want to make sure they have a really snug fit, then I may want to customize the openings for them as well. But the foam is just one part of the equation. There is also the case that this foam is going to go into. So let's take a look at those options now. Actually, to see all the different options, you'll want to visit their website because they have hard cases, backpacks, smaller pouches, even a cardboard box with handle option if you want to save a little bit of money. Now there's room here on the top. If I wanted to place a hard-backed manual, I could put it here. But there's also a zippered pouch opening here as well, and you can slip your manuals or dice or whatever else you want to take with you. They also sent me this second smaller case option here, which perfectly fits all of my painted Descent 2nd Edition models. If you're interested in these or any of the other products by Feldherr, I'll put a link to their website right on the screen as well as in the video description. I should also mention that they have locations for European shipping. My products actually came from Berlin, but you can also order from their North American site for shipping within the US and Canada as well. I want to say a big thank you for Feldherr sending along these samples of their product for me to try out and use, as well as be able to share with you guys, our viewers. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of their different options. But until the next episode, thanks for watching.